Katie from Shire Ranch. Today I am going to do our probably one of the last garden tours of the season. It is currently August 30th, and you guys will see this probably on the 31st. And our garden is basically a jungle now, for the most part. So let's start with our raised beds. So here are our raised beds. This bed and that bed are tomatoes and peppers. The weight of the tomatoes took down the chicken wire that we use. Next year we will be using cattle panels. We've probably harvested like 100 or more pounds of tomatoes in all off of these. And you can see that some of our tomatoes are looking sad and have disease, but that's okay. It's the end of the season. This is kind of our herb bed, and you can see that our basil's gone to seed, but it's still, you're still getting a little bit off of it. We have some zinnias going on and rudbeckia. And then here's our Swiss chard. It's done wonderfully over the summer. And Echinacea. I've just been lazy and haven't tore out our arugula. And some cucumbers and a cucumber that needs to be harvested. My random sweet potatoes and nasturtiums. Marigolds that need some deadheading. And here we're on the other side. This is our other tomato bed. And we also have mini bell peppers, which we've been eating a lot of. And I need to harvest the tomatoes on this bed. The reason why I haven't been harvesting on this bed the way I should is because on the other side is a yellow jacket nest inside of the bed. And we had a visitor come and uproot a bunch of our tomatoes trying to get to it. We're assuming it was a raccoon. But the yellow jackets do not like us messing with their stuff, which is why I've been avoiding this bed pretty much a lot. But I'm going to get out here and harvest it early one morning before the sun is up. And so those are our raised beds. In between our raised beds, we have some miscellaneous things that just kind of still need to be planted. Here's an Echinacea, some chocolate mint that I did for someone, but they never picked it up. And then an elderberry that needs to be put right side up. And then another elderberry, and then this is a pineapple top that I'm trying to root. We'll see how it goes. Over the weekend, we've been doing a lot of reading actually since that yellow jacket nest became a problem. They apparently don't like mint, so we went and found at a local nursery this is Swiss mint, and we put it in pots. And we're going to put those by there. I just got these yesterday, so I'll be doing that. Here is one of my pots of chocolate mint. A lovely pot full of zinnias. And then this is a big pot with Echinacea. And something has been feasting on the zinnias that I planted here or started here. It actually just took that off. Another rooting experiment here is some blackberries. I don't think this is a successful one. I think they dried out too much between waterings and died. But we will wait and see until we have confirmation of death. Moving on, we have some more basil. randomness with a bit of Swiss chard thrown in. James's peach tree, which is getting pretty big. Thyme that's died back. I think my lavender died. I don't know why. I'm gonna guess it was overwatered. That's my guess. I just planted some cabbage, so we'll see how that does. Let's go over and check out our elderberries. At the beginning of the month, we got a huge load of wood chips delivered. That I basically begged some guys to jump out of the house, and I moved them all around, including around our elderberries. So here is one side of our elderberries, and I just put them all around. And there's that one elderberry. So on this side, almost all the elderberries are doing really great. We didn't actually lose any on this side. Now if we go on the other side, we did lose at least two. I think we lost a third. So we did originally have one elderberry there. It's no longer there. We have one here. We had one there. It's no longer there. We have that one, and then this one, I'm pretty sure just something's been eating at it, and it's probably gone. But for the most part, our elderberries are doing quite well. I would argue that this one here is doing the best. It's just growing out into... There's a bug. It's probably what's been eating my elderberries. It's a grasshopper. And here is our sunflower forest. It rains, so the sunflowers actually are a little heavy with rainwater. And we've actually already lost a couple that broke. You can see, let's see, you can see in there it just snapped off. That one actually happened to be our tallest one, but so I saved the seed head, the head of it, so I can save the seeds. Let's go check out the main garden. Garden behind me. It's mostly shot, if we're being honest. So our corn did not get over 5 foot tall. It was not supposed to be this short. The ears barely developed. Corn was a no-go for us this year. But over here we do have a couple cantaloupes that may or may... Oh. This one is definitely ready since it's on the ground. And this one's ready since it's on the ground. Okay. Got some cantaloupes to try. Beans did okay. We're letting them dry. They're dry beans. Cucumbers are pretty much done for the year. We got some more melons on this row and tomatoes. We've been harvesting off of out here too. I feel like I'm most excited about peppers right now because that's the one thing that seems to still be producing well. So we have some bell peppers that are actually turning red. And then here's more of our mini bell peppers, and you can see we have different colors. So we have some orange, some like burgundy, We do have some red ones. And then I think these ones are going to be yellow. These here are not jalapenos. I've already harvested most of them off them, but they are still flowering and producing. And then jalapenos, some of them are turning red, so those are going to be a little bit on the hot side. And then these are the red rockets that need to be harvested, and they're actually still flowering, so we will definitely be using more of those. Now, our squash. This is the state of our squash. I'm assuming it was squash bugs, which suck. Have just totally killed all of our squash. So I've been bringing pumpkins in. We had so many vines around here, and now they're just all dead and gone, and it makes me sad. Same with the cantaloupe, but it's okay. Here's our potatoes back here. They're doing all right. Some better than others. I think they dry out too much in between rains and watering. And then here is our giant wood chip pile that is only going to get bigger. So we've had 3 loads of wood chips this summer, I think, 2 or 3. And the plan is to spread them and use them where we need them. Back behind here, we have our catnip. Some is doing better than others. A lot of it's just shot for the year. I have some pumpkins that I need to harvest and bring in because they're not going to do any more out here. Watermelons, doesn't look like they're going to get much bigger, but their vines are not dead, which is a win. And then we have some more squash and pumpkins over here, some of which the vines are dead, others of which apparently are growing up a trellis and flowering. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so in all, this is our garden for the year. We are doing a little bit of winter gardening, but not a ton. So we learned a lot this year, like use cattle panels, not chicken wire. It was our gut to use cattle panels, but we had chicken wire, so we figured why not use it. It made for a lot of hassle, so I don't recommend that, but if that is what you have, use what you have if you don't want to go buy cattle panels. And I don't want to crowd my tomatoes as much as they did. That is probably why they got diseased. And what else did we learn? Oh yes, keeping up with adding amendments and organic fertilizers definitely helps to boost your production. Other things we learned is when you think you might have a yellow jacket nest in a bed, take care of it immediately. Don't let it get to be the size that we have, to the point where I've gotten stung 3 times in 1 year after going my entire life with only getting stung twice. What else have we learned? Amish paste tomatoes are amazing. So are speckled Roman. Sun gold cherry tomatoes are delicious. Mini bell peppers are an awesome snack. And I really like to grow flowers. So those are some things that I've learned and that we're going to take into next year, and we're going to change some things. We will probably do one more garden tour, or like a putting the garden to bed video in September or October. But if you have any questions until then, leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video and want to see more of what we do, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time. Bye! What shall we do? Gimli, can you give it a garden tour? That is a piece of bark. Gimli, can you do the garden tour? Is the Thunder Monster coming for you? Gimli, should we go inside? Gimli, can you talk to the people? You can't talk. Yeah. Okay. We will go inside because I think the Thunder Monster is coming. You are correct.